So for those of you that missed part 1, I split it into 2 because I couldn't work out what to remove to make it one video. The goal was to try and play Cenarius, more than our opponents this time, so I built a terrible deck, is the short of it, but there was wine, so here we go. Well, seems to be big on priest today. Let's hope we can do a bit better than last time. I'm actually going to keep this, am I? They have been playing slowly, but have they been playing that slowly, and do I want to get ahead? I think I want to get ahead. We'll chuck it back. I'm feeling the need to point out that I haven't just been sitting here drinking on my own all day. My other half is around. She's in the house at the moment. I've just been given permission to create this video, special time off for it. I was actually going to say for your pleasure, but let's say for your consumption. I think we can agree on that term.
Are you mocking me?
That's entirely not unexpected. So if that comes out, he hits. He can't one drop and heal. Worst case is gonna be he buffs it. Oh, he re-heals it to 4. We're probably gonna lose this, but it should allow us to either that and hero power or wild growth in that next turn. We'll have to decide at the time. Play with a screw while we're at it. Here we go. Well, that's interesting. Could be the best result for us. Can't afford to just ramp this turn. Do have to deal with that. Can't deal with both. I think we're better off keeping this alive than getting the card draw. He's a golden rank player, so golden priest portrait. He's won a lot with priest, so we're not going to rely on him making mistakes by hitting that. I think this is probably his whole go if he heals that. It does keep our 2-1 alive. And it does let us wild growth. Doesn't let us this and hero power, unfortunately. Almost getting to the point where the card draw is better, to be perfectly honest. But, well, not better, but relevant. Obviously, once you get to 10 mana, you can trade it in for a card. I'm still half in Yogg mode. I was about to say that's an extra spell for Yogg, but we're not playing him, so whilst technically true, it's not very relevant. That is almost certainly a horrible mulch target, so we can 3-5, doesn't do it, which means we probably throw this guy out. It's not the worst bait for the death. Yeah, let's do it that way. We still haven't really answered whether we're looking at a Reno priest or a straight out dragon priest yet. It would be nice to know. So we had the death. Does that increase the chances he's dragon priest? Maybe? Is that ever worth throwing at this guy? I really don't think it is. This is basically a play because he cannot Dragonfire Potion and heal. He's going to find it quite hard to do 1 damage to that, heal that up, and still be in a good position. Counting the 3 of attack on this minion, 1 extra damage I should say. And if he just ignores this and goes for face, we've either got the free kill with the hero power, or if he's healed it up, second death. So we are probably looking at the standard Dragon Priest version as we thought. We can't throw that out. That doesn't achieve enough. We don't need to ramp. We put that out and he hits the 3 part, he'll heal up to 4, so we would have the kill. If he hits the 2 part, he'd heal up to 5, so we'd still have the kill. Look at how I click on the thing I meant to click on that time. We will prematurely hit this guy. First of the agents? No, first of those guys. So he's going to hit the slime and heal it up. Which is getting frustrating. What's he debating not healing? I wonder what he'd think of playing for 2. Second worm rest maybe? Is there a punish for that? Just 6. I think this is actually fine.
I have no time for games.
We obviously don't hit this in case he does have a way of somehow getting rid of his excess cards. Now, if I phrase that like a normal human, what I would mean is he could throw that into Sylvanas and then that into Sylvanas. So it looks like he's just going to flood the board with stuff he doesn't mind getting stolen. Or he's going to put that out. Interesting. We finally mulch that. We mulch that. That guy in hero power that. Crush Sylvanas into there and we steal ourselves a 5/6 dragon. I'm happy with that plan. I think I'm happy with that plan. The other way is some kind of Bran play with this guy to deal 4 damage. I don't think that's going to work quite as well. I want to save Bran. I think there's got to be more value in him. We've seen 1 very quick death, so this could be the second one. And as clear as go, it's just not a bad one. I wonder what he's taken from our deck though. Plenty in there, we wouldn't really mind him having that much. Mistress of Mixtures would be ideal. That would be a complete pain in the whatever you care to mention. Interesting. We have left that out for us as a taunt of sorts. So, do we swipe and Starfall? Convinced we swipe. Why would we Starfall? well, which is all a little bit annoying. Is there a way to do this without handing him the board is the question. I don't think there is. We Starfall? No, it's got to be swipe. I think we can't afford to lose the board to the point where we actually throw Bran out. Have we seen much in the way of deaths? I don't think so, but hopefully 2 C'Thuns will be enough. Katuno? Okay, that's a death gone. Didn't actually achieve much. That's not the worst. Can we have that card, please? That would be really helpful now. Not. Would it be more helpful than Reno? It would, by a margin. That is no use to anyone. So unfortunately we have to use Starfall to kill the Azure Drake, which, if we're very lucky, will actually buy us a turn. Not going to be hitting any minions for a while though. If we hit anything, he's got a 2-turn lethal. He's probably going to clear regardless, because unless we hit something big and useful, he just has so much control. Well, that is awful for us. I think the dream is he hits face with everything and we get Reno. But okay, that's no longer the dream. The dream is just that we get Reno. That's useless. And we once again draw pathetically. Hooray.
I can see.
I think now we have to work out why Blizzard hates this deck so much. I mean, we were not favoured to win any of those games, I don't think, but we were probably favoured to win at least one of those games. Yeah, I'm just going for a tempo start here. We don't really know what kind of mage we're up against, and our luck is not exactly been on fire. Cenarius, finally. What's the betting for dead by turn 8? I'm going with high. I think the betting's high. We don't really have an answer to that until turn 4. We're missing our ramp. This is almost always Frostbolt. Could be coin Flaming Torch. I think if he does that, we do just swipe the Mana Worm. Okay, I'll take the trade.
Do you hear it call?
Oh wow, someone else is playing a C'Thun deck. Well, Innovate Swipe seems really weak. Can we afford not to ramp? I think if we innovate we need to draw the cards. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to swipe next turn most games. I can't think of a reason we wouldn't. It's probably going to end up being a race to C'Thun. Is there anything going our way? Oh, that's not great. That's going our way. I think unless this is Mixtress of Mixtures, and we can think about Feral Rage, it's a swipe. Yeah. This might get more value later, but let's stop his personal value train. I think we have to take the pain on this guy. Ouch. feels bad, I've got to be honest.
Are you my master?
Okay, that's kind of what we were hoping for on his part. We can deal with getting our hero frozen, that's not the end of the world. The only thing is we don't really have a good play with that, so this guy's almost certainly better. Yep, I'm convinced.
Where shall I strike?
So his C'Thun's going to outvalue ours massively, unfortunately. 'Cause he's going to have 2 everything. So we're hoping he doesn't finish this off with a spell but chucks the elemental in. That's fine. Oh, he's looking to pull the C'Thun, so we're looking for maybe Sylvanus before that happens. Mulch maybe? Let's ramp up and we've got a Cenarius turn and we can really put the pressure on. It seems weird to be ramping here, to be honest, but I think that's correct because that's not really a valid turn 8 play. It's not a valid turn anything play until we get the C'Thun up to 10. The perfect world is actually enough to draw the AoE, but I don't think that happens normally. Well, that is unfortunate for the opponent.
Spectacular.
We could clear it with this. We need to keep an eye on our biggest C'Thuns though. Just feel like there's a world where it gets a little out of hand, and at that point we need to rely on the 8 health, because we haven't exactly done well at drawing our Reno in the last few matches.
Feel my wrath.
On the other hand, I'll take 1 to face, so it means I can clear that with the hero power next go. Fireball punish right now. That's fine. Seem to have a habit of using our Starfall a bit liberally. We've thrown out Swipe. I just feel like we might fall behind again. It does have ball clears, like C'Thun. Mine is rubbish against C'Thun anyway. Okay, let's take a chance. We've got the Twin Emperors when it comes to it. It might be that they actually end up being our shield against C'Thun. A Cenarius on full health is a very useful distraction from his attacks though. There was also a world we fell rage, but again, I think it's just because things haven't been going well, but I'm getting a bit paranoid. It's decent for him. So, Dark Arakoa or Twin Emperor, what would be... yes.
Who knows what secrets will uncover? The feast of souls begins now.
So I see us being absolutely ruined by Flame Strike. If he doesn't have the AoE, we're in pretty decent shape. So we still have 8 damage, which is probably the way we're thinking at the moment. 8-12 with that.
Was a mistake.
Oh, I was really hoping to wrath the cards. Thalnos Wrath, but this guy down set up lethal just seems a lot better though. Good news, if he does manage to clear that, we do get the extra card. Bad news is if he does play C'Thun, we are in a bit of trouble. You can hit, you can do it. There we go. So, we'd worry if a secret appears. I think this is normally C'Thun for him. No, it's not. Okay. So you can still see 9-10 damage with my hero power. Well, might not be the worst C'Thun deck out there. Though I do think he was a little unlucky if he didn't have it. Might not be the right play that turn though. It's got to be better than how that worked out. Never mind. Onwards and upwards. Well, the record against mages has been reasonable. I think we keep innovate. We're not looking for any of the crazy combos here. Just looking to get something out early. Like this guy. He's a bit more impactful than getting the 5-4 out. Nice festive card back going on there. Not Mana Worm, please. I suppose it's not that bad. Oh, that's better for me. Yeah. Oh, that is a strong start from the opponent. Innovate into counterspell would be horrible. I think we just want the card draw here. Just thinking, there's not a lot of chance we get swiped without forcing it. I'm happy for him to copy that in a sense. Oh, that's actually quite an annoying polymorph. I think we'd rather have the Ooze polymorphed than the Thalnos in that situation. That card really was helpful. Okay, we'll chuck the Ooze out to die. Because that's how compassionate we are. I suspect if we innovate and nourish, we lose more games than we win. So the question really is going to be whether or not he can deal with this. If we can, it could easily be his game, though we've finally got Reno. Or if that is in fact Mirror Entity, or Counterspell. If that's Mirror Entity, we always lose if we coin it out. Which is a worry. And I've just noticed I never managed to put Azure Drake in this deck. I'm an idiot. Anyway, Potion of Polymorph would also be bad. I think we now have to wait for a weaker minion.
Excuse me, you are on.
That's fine, I think. Gives us a chance to throw the swipe out and test for counterspell. Not sure if we want it to be or not. Even Spellbender would be fine. Oh, I'm suddenly reminded of a very aggressive burn deck. You run... You didn't run Potion of Polymorph, but you do run Ice Block. Do you run that? Basically the job is to get as close to dying as possible. So it's not duplicate. I think we can live if it's this. That's fine. Okay, it's not the strange deck type I was trying to plan it out to be. As I was saying, the object of that deck archetype is that you have a lot of damage spells, use Ice Block to stay alive, and you just about survive long enough to kill the other guy. So this is probably going to be... that's quite cool. I was going to say this is probably going to be Flaming Torch. I forgot about that actually. That he would get the bonus from this. I still don't think it was bad. You have to kill it off here. Him, not us. So it could still be Torch. Or Frostball. Or Arcane Blast and hit it with your face. That works too. Haven't given it any health yet. Any bulk, C'Thun. Well, the good news is we didn't play that into the Mirror Entity. The bad news is he can now clear it. And we're one short of getting the win card up into acceptable range. Of course we do still have the other maybe win card. Well, that's very annoying. I think we end up nourishing here. 15, he would need 8, he's played a fireball, he would need 7 with his hero power. And we Reno next turn. It's risky. If we hero power, he'd need 1 extra, wouldn't he? Reno that, even with Innovate. Kind of want to brand that turn 10, 9, 10. And then if Brand survives, the C'Thun's not a bad play. This is a little riskier. If we do die to exact death, this was a terrible, 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 terrible decision. Okay, so he's possibly doing some horrible Reno C'Thun thing too, which would explain the potion of polymorph, I guess. I'm not actually that unused to seeing mirror entities this part of the ladder. I do regret giving him that though, because he's going to fireball and clear with his face here. Oh, is he? He's setting up for lethal, so he's going to be a bit upset by our Renoing. Especially as we actually healed to 31. Delightful. This would be a terrible idea because there's always the risk of, what do you call it? Fireball, or anything that does damage.
We're gonna be rich.
So he can do actually quite a lot to us. He can do a quick 11 just from what's out here. Although if he does, we take the board back. I think his best play without throwing anything else out would be to hero power to kill off Reno with Kazakus. Okay, that works better. That works a lot better. Gets the extra damage in. And here comes the fun. We know that's the only flame strike. So Bran may well survive. He can take out at least one of these. Is it 2 or just the 1? I think it's just the 1 without playing another card. Don't think there's any sense trying to hero power here. That would be a stupid thing. Anyway, it wouldn't be here, but it'd be a Wrath and kill either that for a card or the Kazakus. And I think that's a stupid line of thought. We will stop immediately. So with Reno C'Thun is 22 random damage, which is a nice number. Pyroblast. This is normally followed by something, but oh, the Kazakus potion. Crap, I'm an idiot. Phew, that's about as least bad as it could possibly be. Given the aforesaid idiocy. Various words to describe the level of stupidity you've just witnessed. So one's left on 1 health normally. Yeah, the other will be dead. All of which is taking away the damage to her face that C'Thun, to her board that C'Thun will do. And we have 2 extra on top. So 22, 8, 13, 18. So total of 34, 35, 22, 26, 28, 30. Let's go for it. And let's hope this computer is going to run fast enough to let this all play out. There's the additional fact that if all that happens is the opponent's able to Reno next turn and nothing else, that's that 6. Oh, we are 1 short. So I think we're going to innovate living roots to kill that and keep our Bran alive. And get away with it while things are slowing down a little. So we're kind of expecting the opponent to Reno here. I didn't quite have mana for that, I was 1 short. He says, trying to convince himself it's true. It's got to be true. You can tell the difference between 12 and 13 most days. That's not enough. So shatter maybe? And then I win. Oh wow, it's running slow. Stop doing that. Yeah, shatter. Excellent. Even if it is another mirror entity, we've got these 2. Not surprised you're scared of the brand now, especially with that in my hand. But anyway. Good run against mages continues as well as our bad run against priest.
For the wild.
So, we finally got to play Cenarius more than our opponents did today, which is always nice. And with that, I think it's time to do something else. So, thank you for watching, and any comments, questions, anything you want to say, add it in below. I mean, honestly, can't imagine there are going to be that many people watching this, so you can ask what my favourite fruit is. You can tell me you've got a new dog. It's going to get a mention. It'll fill some time. I'll say almost anything. Make the most of it. But anyway, until next time, thank you for watching. This is test recording on 31st of January. That was a lean back from the microphone. Volume is set to something. Microphone is positioned so I can attack the wine glass. And playing clunking sound on the main menu now.